Alright, here's an update on the fish room office. My main area, main tanks. Here's my biggest rack. Main fish room, all these tanks. And I'll walk through all these with you guys to just give you a quick overview. Rainbow tank. Mind the mess. It's my shipping area. Always got projects going constantly. Alright, we'll go ahead and start down here. Down here I got a braiding Parageophagus windmilleri. They're usually pretty shy down here. She's staying out for me. He's hiding. And in here I have some eggs of Millennium Orange rainbowfish albinos. And here I got a female fancy beta. Here a Bosemani I'm treating. He was having some kind of issue with his scales. Not really sure what's going on in there. Not contagious, luckily. I think it's just bad genes. I got him as a trade. In here I got baby turquoise beta. Hard telling where he or she is. How many's in there? I've seen him for a while. Jumbo plaquette beta. Should be another jumbo plaquette in here. Oh yeah, there she is back there. Hard to see. Platinum beta. Lots of moss. In here, a bunch of fancy times Milano baby betas. Some cool ones if I can get them in the light. I see some real tiny ones down there. Let's see if we can get these guys in the light. Try to trick them over. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Ah, there we go. You see their color a little bit. Here we got the male cross ray. Video is so dark. Help all these floating plants. And the females battled a couple times. Fins are starting to heal back. He's blue and orange. Pretty cool fish. Up here, can't remember which one this is. I think it might be the pattern male. Didn't seem too happy. I need to give my girlfriend. There he goes. Kind of hungry too. And this is the male Milano. There, it is empty. I'm getting ready to redo that whole beta section. That's gonna all be for new fish later down the road. This is my rainbow tank. Got rid of a lot of rainbows. About to get rid of some of these other ones. Smaller ones I'm definitely keeping. They're the rare ones. And Hirney, Goldie, Decais, some Dorothei. Let's see. I think that's all I got in here. All the others are breeding somewhere. And these Parkinsonis and turquoise and red Iranians. End up getting rid of all those. Better make it more stem plants. Pink flamingo for you plant lovers. Some other rare crypts going on. I had a white Luigia. I don't know if I still have it. I'm hoping that's it. It about died, but I was hanging on to one little piece. I'm try getting into plants a little more again. Some Risha floating up top there. Right, over here we got a 20 gallon. Some Ember Tetras. I got a couple babies out of them. I haven't quite bred a lot of them like I would like to. I've only got 2 of them. There's a tiny one over there, one of their babies. I'll get him one of these days. It only seems like I got one female in the whole lot, maybe two. And here I got a saltwater community tank, some penguin tetras, some sparkling gouramis, SP rasbora, which I love, and the glow light tetras. Let's see, what else is in here? Otocinclus, peacock goby. There's a golden wonder in here somewhere too. Yeah, there he is. One of my favorite fishes. Getting ready to get a rainbow fish that looked kind of like him. Black neon. A lot of algae in there. I had to treat it. I got some cardinal fish not too long ago, cardinal tetras, and they had egg and I didn't quarantine like I should have, and bit me in the ass. So now algae broke out, but do some water changes, dose Excel hard, and clear it up. And here is a mixed shrimp tank with some of my oldest mixes. They're all kind of scattered right now. Oranges, some greens in there, a lot of yellows, reds. I haven't added a lot of blues in this mix yet. Getting ready to. I got a group of blue pearl and blue dreams that I was trying to get to mix, but they just don't seem to want to mix into anything. So I'm gonna throw them in here and make some crazy stuff. Still waiting for that fern to grow out. I just started dosing Excel more in my tanks and doing ferts, so plants should all be doing better. Last year, like this whole last year, I didn't have time to keep up with plants, so I was trying to grow them as slow as possible, but now that I got a little more time to focus on them, I'm gonna try to grow some more. But here's a colony of blue-red Riley, or blue-red Rileys. Some white Anubias there. You can see them more over here. Probably use a little calling in there. Been a while since I called some shrimp. Here's a dark blue dream tank. This whole row is about to get redone. It's going to be all different types of blues. And more types of blues. Here I got Bloody Mary and Black Rose in there. These were actually culls out of my Black Rose. These black ones were more brown when I pulled them, but it looks like they ended up getting their color nicely, actually. And here's my better line of blue-red Riley. See, it's got the dark blue, red head, red tail. Pretty neat shrimp. And here we got a male turquoise beta. Looks really blue there. And a female fancy sitting in there. I had eggs in here. He made these bubble nests. We ended up eating the eggs. I had them paired with a different fancy female. And this time I'm gonna pull him out when I see the eggs too, instead of just the female. Up here I got cherry shrimp, or just regular cherry shrimp, $1 a piece. We got the crown tail female. Here we got some fire reds, painted fire reds. Things always pop. Camera doesn't focus well. I'm doing all this on my iPhone. And here we got some baby betas. Here's a couple. A little hard to see the color on that guy, but he's gonna be neat when he grows up. And here we got a peat moss black water tank. Really hard to see in here. A little acidic. And up here we got more fire reds. Hanging out. Then we got some Laticara buckle cuffs. Pretty rare dwarf cichlid. You get real neat colors, blues and purples. You're happy, nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. So I got room to organize and expand with these tanks. I just got to get to it. That's why I'm doing an update first before I do get everything all reorganized, and then I'll do another update. Down here I got a crazy tank. This is a orange, kind of like a mixed orange tank with orange Riley, and it's actually an orange red Riley. Oh, there's one back there. This guy, if you see him, he's got red spots on him, but he's orange, and he's a Riley as well. So I'm going to try to line that trait if I can. I know he's got another mate in here somewhere, if not a couple. So that's a cool little project. Here is a grain line I was working on. These were derived from yellows. I created the line myself. The hardest part about breeding green shrimp, yeah, like right there, is they're hard to see. Can't ever find them. And they're really hard to line. I think a lot of people have chased grains for a long time. And yeah, don't really get anywhere. They tend to change color too, which I'll show that to you in another tank. And here's a blue-black carbon tank. Here's one right there. I was working on that line, but algae took over here. Also had some kind of bacteria going on in there. Bloom, so I traded it. I'm gonna reset all this. That one's pretty nice. That one's pretty nice too. There's some good looking ones in there. And here we got Bloody Mary. I got these from Lindsay Savage, but they're okay. One almost just looks like a cherry. I'll redo all this. And up here's the Blue Pearl Blue Dream tank that I was planning on moving into the mixed tank. There's a nice blue dream. Super blue. I can see his color though. Gamer never does justice for this hobby. And here is a ton of snowballs. Bunch of them. Pretty neat shrimp. Probably gonna move these guys into a 20 as well. Have a colony in a 10 and a colony in the 20. This is kind of just a random shrimp tank that I threw a couple calls in. I don't really see much in here. There was a nice red-blue Riley in there and a red Riley in there. These are Bloody Marys that came out of my Black Rose tank. So I'm going to start trying to line them up, see how well they breed out. And here we got Blue Velvets. Recently got these off of a trade. See how well this line does. Here's more Blue Dreams. It's going for specific attributes a while back. It's kind of like chasing the dream. It's hard to catch. This was a green orange Riley at one point, but he actually just turned out to be a real nice looking orange. It's kind of crazy how shrimp will mutate the older they get. They'll look completely different than when they're younger. Here's a bunch of golden backs. Mostly young ones. There's some real old ones in the moss. They hang out in there mostly. And then nothing in here. Nothing in here. Oh, and in here with the golden backs. Really hard to tell, but yeah, there he is, darting around the top. There's a mystery fish in there. I have not added anything into this tank for I don't know how long. Somehow there's a fish in there. I got some baby fish in here somewhere, some baby killies. They're probably done trying to eat baby shrimp, but I knew they were in here. I didn't know this guy was in here. Anyways, back to it. And this is going to be my killie community tank eventually. And that's blue panchaks up there. You can tell I've been killing some algae. There's a bunch of dead algae right there. Bunch of dead algae growing on there. Should be a big female blue Gularis in here, but I'll be hiding in the tooth. Oh no, she's down there. Another blue panchaks. Bunch of autos. Need to move them guys out. And here is my huge Hudori Crip mat with starburst endlers and Bardier Anubius and another kind of crip. I can't remember what it is. Just housing it for now. There's also a bunch of blue pearls in here too. You can see some down here. Oh shit, they're all over here. There's some. Even with all these endlers, there's shrimp in here. They're just everywhere. They don't care. Alright, over here we have a yellow tank. It has golden backs and yellows. And then years ago I crossed golden backs and yellows and kind of got this real dark 24 karat looking yellow shrimp. There's a bunch of them in there. Now they're all kind of mixed. I've been creating some nice yellows. Not really a bad one in the bunch. I'll never have to call, luckily. It's a good part about working on them for so long. Eventually calling isn't as necessary. Bunch up there. It's a big pearlweed bush. And here I have a bunch of blue dreams, different shades, real light blue. I'd like to try to line that light blue a little more blue, dark blue, and they're everywhere. This tank's always cloudy because of the sand. It's always overpopulated. Another rare crip. Nursery Rose Maiden, I think. Super blue. Been working on this blue dream line for a long time. And it breeds pretty much true, which is very rare for blue dreams. Let's see a bunch over here. Get a few Rileys out of them, like blue red Riley and carbon, or the black blue Rileys. Alright, move on. Oh, we got a little top view here. Bunch up top. Alright, moving on. Up here, I just recently added golden backs. It was a cardinal shrimp tank, but I was stupid, got impatient, and they weren't breeding, so somebody told me they'd keep them in soft water but keep the pH up, so I tried doing that and didn't really care for it much. So now I got golden backs in here. They need a bigger tank anyway. Grow them out. A sinkless in there. Alright, over here we got black rose tank. This was an import line. It didn't end up too well, so not really a whole lot in here that I'm seeing. And then that's an open tank. That's an open tank. That's an open tank that was trying to breed white cloud minnows. And this is a select orange line that I'm working with. That has a stripe. They all have a stripe on their back. Trying to capture that trait. And in here is some more orange, but it ended up getting duckweed. So I got the bottle XL there. I'll spray duckweed around the edges with that XL and it'll kill it off. Even if you just spray it on top of it, it'll kill it off. But it's got some oranges in there. I've been capturing them so I can open the tank up. And this is a mixed tank. This is my coolest mixed tank. But the shrimp have some kind of infection I'm treating right now. Vorticella is what it's called. Not really sure how they ended up with it, but they did. I recently put a beta in there, a baby beta. Might have caught it from there. There's a purple shrimp. Very rare Neo. You see it next to this blue. Purple Neo. There's another purple Neo. Wow, okay. Purples are hanging out today. I have to get a pic of him later. Most people don't even know these exist. There we go. Good focus on them. Let's see, I've got chocolate Riley in here, gold blue Riley, some other wild ones. Can't see them out. So, I don't know where that beta is either. Anyway, this is an open tank too. Just trying to breed white clouds in there. Sometimes I'll switch my smaller fish into these tanks and just try to get some eggs. Here's some grain shrimp, a line I was working on. I created these derived from an orange line. Created these myself as well. They just didn't breed. These guys changed color a little bit too. These guys used to all be solid green. So they're still pretty green, but they've gotten some yellow to them. They bred once, popped out a bunch of oranges, and then didn't breed again for me. So I don't know, I might combine them with my yellow ones that are dried from yellows. Combine all that. This is was an orange Riley tank I was trying. Orange Rileys are super hard to line. Like, it's pretty much impossible. So what farms do is they have ponds of all these orange shrimp and end up just picking out those orange shrimp will throw orange Rileys. The same thing happens in my green water tank that I have in my nursery room, utility room, and that's where I find my orange Rileys mostly. Which I don't really sell my orange Rileys because they're not really true, and I don't like to really sell that kind of thing, since it's really pretty much impossible to line and people expect certain quality. Anyway, a hobbyist, so I know how it goes. This is a brain pair illuminatus. No really trio. And these are some wild type shrimp that I pulled out. Now, people, when they think of wild type shrimp, they think of brown shrimp, but that's not really how it works. They just kind of get stripy. Like it's kind of reddish orange. One's like kind of like a greenish tinge. That one's yellowish tinge. You get blue tinges. They're actually pretty neat shrimp. I just don't really know how to sell them or know what to do with them, so I'll figure it out eventually. I don't like the culling and killing. That's not my thing. I don't do that. And this is a line of black rows. So I'm about to reset this whole row. Hoping to get into some soft water now that I got another RO system going. Get into some soft water. Fire red in there, which is just hanging on because I need to catch her out anyway. Fire reds do not look good on sand. The shrimp will try to blend into the color of the sand and they'll lose their color. It's kind of crazy. Blue dreams look best on sand and black rose. But when it comes to yellows and reds, definitely black substrate. And then this is some clear culls I was trying to work on. They're a wild type. They ended up being mostly snowballs. We're pretty close to it. Okay, down here I got my oldest mixed tank, which needs some super love. This is actually my oldest tank ever. It's probably about 12 years old, so I'm gonna retire it soon. Then here is a blue pearl colony. These guys are pretty cool. Nice color too. And the rainbow tiger endlers. These guys are awesome. Lots of different color variations. Algae on the glass. It's hard to keep up with water changes and doing everything else. I'm working on a faster water change system, so hopefully that'll help. Getting ready to sell this whole crap and redo that tank as well. And I think that is it besides this tank, which has a breeding group of Millennium Orange albinos. Got some eggs out of them. Pretty happy about that. Gonna rescape this as well. Getting rid of a lot of my Anubias. Here's an update on the pond section. See here, I got only half the water in my big pond. Woke up this morning and my pump wasn't pushing any water and making a bunch of noise. Luckily the pump didn't fry out, but had to redo the seal here. The seal came off a little bit there and leaked all the water out and wasn't getting enough to the pump, so sealed that up today first thing. So I should be able to put water in it tomorrow. Would like to wait 48 hours, but it's supposed to rain anyways. If you look in here, a ton of corkscrew valve and a ton of rainbow fish. See if we can find some. There's a bunch. Kind of hard to see because of the glare. These are just quick vids. Wasn't really trying to do any program. Just wanted to give you guys an update. You see a few swimming through there. Probably 100 or so. Easily in there. Allanized, pygmies, turquoise mostly. Got a couple plants growing, some dill weeds, not doing some good, a tree, some weeds, tomato plant, basil, more weeds. Did get a couple little tomatoes going today though. Happy about that, even though I had the leak. Then over here we got Aquarooms in here, breeding, doing their thing. About to pull them out soon. See a couple rolling by. Should be a bunch of babies after I pull them. And here we got Bomani breeding. I love how this tub just came out. Algae, just a nice little ground cover, and then the corkscrew coming up, a little bit of leaf litter. Floating plants, nice little ecosystem. This is just full of algae. It had blue-eyed Gertrudes. I'm waiting to pull all the algae out because it probably has eggs on it. Give it a couple weeks and then look for babies. And here we got the dwarf neon factory. Always pulling out babies. Pull babies every day from this if I wanted to. Just everywhere. They're just so tiny. There's some small ones you can see. Yeah, a bunch of them. Hard to tell if they'll actually come through after I put it on. Fine though. There's a bunch of babies in there. Hardly see the adults though, but they're in there. So yeah, that's a quick update of the pond. This is an update on my biggest tank. It's a 180 gallon bow front. Previously just had a bunch of fish in it. I used to grow out, but I ended up planting it. I usually run a lot more light on it too. But I have a bunch of baby goldie eye decay in here, rainbow fish. So I had to turn off the pump and run an air line. I don't want the plants to grow out too fast, so I'd rather the eggs have time to hatch before I have to do a trim. Trying to get a picture of some babies. You can kind of see them barely. They're all over the place in there. That highlight gets you all those colors and reds. Italia Colorado, Luigia Arculata. Got some Aromatica Carolina in there. A couple different kinds. Grow those out. I'll show you what it looks like with all the light on it. This really blasts it. Gets the plants going. It's got 8 T5 bulbs over top of it. High output. That's the living room tank. I actually should retire this tank because it keeps bringing a leak. That's why the water level's so low. Just to keep the leak from acting up. This is my bedroom tank. Used to be where I kept the mascara barbacimus. It's my cat Sparky. He wants to say hi. He's a little Bengal cat. Very friendly. And these are the last of my ornate rainbow fish. Splendida inornata, actually. That's what they call. I'm sure all these fish are for sale. Gotta make room for my new strains. Nice colors to them. And that's it for this tank. Here's an update on the utility room nursery section. Call it the nursery section because that's where I grow out most of my fry. We'll go ahead and start down here. Down here I have Alani rainbow fish and pygmy rainbow fish. It's a really cool fish. Really beautiful, especially when they grow out. Alani is considered the holy grail of rainbow fish. I'm about to redo that tank too, get rid of the hill in there. And up here, we have some Geophagus winnemilleri babies. A few of them in there. Some dwarf neon babies. Mystery fish back there, I don't even know what it is. Nothing in here. Just pulled a bunch of pygmy babies out of there. Bunch of orange shrimp. Did have about 100 turquoise rainbows in it that I just finished growing out. Threw most of them in the pond. Green water everywhere. There's a goldfish. You'll hardly ever see these in my tank. The only reason why I have them is because I got a free tank for taking them. so I said why not. And then Geophagus watermeloni, kind of juvenile, Bloody Mary floating around there. Blue Dream, some Anubiuses and Fuchsias. I give the goldfish to a fish store. Somebody will give them a proper home. Here I got some select orange shrimp. There's some you can see there. Down here, a bunch of baby rubivitatas. Rainbow fish, the red laser wapongo rainbow fish. It was a fish that was mentioned before on the Amazonas cover magazine, the cover of it. Very beautiful fish when they grow out. Tons of babies everywhere. And down here I got scuds in a tank somehow in my fire red tank. So I pulled most of the fire reds out, kept the scuds. Now I use them to feed my community rainbow fish. They love them. It's a good snack for them. And here I got some Black Rose Neos in there. Quite a few of them. There's a tangerine tiger in there kicking somewhere. Oh yeah, there he is. Getting fairly big. And let's see, baby blue-eyed Gertrudes, baby pygmy rainbow, baby dwarf neons. I think that's all that's in there. And up here, a bunch of cherry shrimp. And some real itty bitty babies. You can kind of see them moving around there. Looks like little specks. Those are all Goldier Dekai rainbow fish. Excited about all those. And yeah, that's the utility room nursery section. Here's an update on the garage section. We'll go ahead and start over here. This is a new rack, just built not too long ago. Wasn't on the last videos. And here we got a 16, and I'm hoping I got mascara barb babies. There's some fish in there. I'm just hoping they weren't rainbow fish eggs that were still scattered in the tank the barbs are in. Under here, nothing yet. Trying to get a grass carpet growing. May try to use it for breeding. Here, this thing sprung a leak, so I just dropped the water level a little bit. You can see it right here on the wood, discolored a little bit. Just dropped the water level, took all the rainbow fish out, and used it as a killie tank, because they're jumpers anyway, so with not as much pressure on it, it quit leaking. It was a very small leak. You can see a few baby blue Gularis swimming around there. Probably 40 or so in there. And down here I have some Herbert Axorati and some Parkinsoni rainbow fish. They're ready to be sold and moved. Then on the other side, top here we got some angelfish waiting for their new owners. A couple beta fish bred from Fancy Beta. I got parents from Jakarta, Indonesia. How beautiful fins. Love the blues on them. The blue one in here somewhere. He's so blue it's almost unreal. Yeah, there he is. Super blue. He's hiding. Or well, she. Up here we got the pseudo luminatus, something like that. A bunch of them. Some spotted mops in there. Angelfish, ton of angelfish. I think there's 102 of them in there. Some random Anubius. I love these fish. Give you little fish kisses. Alright, and down here, this is a community tank. A couple iridescent sharks down there. They're actually should be getting a new home today. They need a bigger tank, so I sold them to a monster fish keeper. There's an allanite right there. This is going to end up getting a rehaul and be my small rainbow fish community tank. And up here, we got the home of the mascara barbs, the Similis. Pretty rare. They love it in here, especially with all the algae. There's a blue neon goby pair in here too. Some male and female in here. Actually a couple baby rainbow fish up there, because before I put all the barbs in here, I kept a bunch of rainbow fish in here, growing out. Love these things. I hope those are babies in the other tank. I'm trying to breed them for a while. And up here, the tank has a few pygmy rainbow fish babies in it. They're hard to see. This is a Rubivata Waponga Red Laser. This is pretty new rainbow fish to the hobby. Was featured on the cover of Amazonas magazine a few articles ago, or issues ago. Love that fish. Got a few babies of it in another tank. In here I got Bomani babies. Not Bosemani, but Bomani rainbow fish babies. Pretty rare fish as well. Really hard to see the babies. This is a rainbow tiger endler tank with mostly the flame tail attribute to it. Down here, a bunch of baby dwarf neon rainbow fish. You can see a few swimming up top there. Kind of cloudy in there. I might end up putting grass in there as well. Turn it into a breeding tank. Had some eggs in there. That was breeding project tank. Trying to get some embers to breed, 2 ember tetras. This is the Starburst Blue Star endler tank. Rare crib. I can't remember which one it is though. Couple more rare cribs. A breeding group of pygmy rainbows. They're being shy. Male's being awful protective. Love those fish too. Another group of angelfish. And this has some Decay Goldia rainbow fish, or Goldia Decay rainbow fish babies. You can't really see them through that green water, but they love that green water. And here I got some signifers being shy. I don't really care for the open glass tank. They're kind of missing the cleaner tank. And here I got a breeding pair of Laticara bucklecuffs. Just dropped the water level on them. About to stick some RO in there, soften the water up, and that, when I switch it back to hard, it usually triggers them to spawn. Here, a couple dwarf neon babies, not many. And here's some more dwarf neon babies, a bunch. Nothing. And this is Cali Rum rainbow fish. And Cali Rum, it's a brand new species in the hobby. I think there's only 2 people in the States that even have the fish. I don't know, I could be wrong about that. Pretty sure it was discovered this year though. And this is what I use to do my water changes. How I discharge all my water. Just follows the hose and goes out the door. And here I got breeding projects going for saltwater. Mostly with blue Gularis hatching recently. Still trying to get some tetras going. There's some baby blue Gularis in here. About to build a whole new table.
You ready for this?
There's a couple babies there. And on the other side, just a couple tanks. Kind of dark, can't really see. Don't have much going on in them. I'm about to build a new table there. Move that table over here for other projects. That'll be my soft water section. And that is the garage right now.